Yeah. What's really happening? Miami, what they do. Florida, what they do. So, man, y'all see what the OG, y'all know y'all see me looking fly, right, man? I want to just give a special thanks out to that boy Gator from over town, man, with Blockhouse, man. You see, he got me with the neighborhood all-star on, and I'm going to tell y'all, man, hey, he rocking, man. Shout out to Gator, man. Also, man, I got my homeboy City Streets. He's been sending me merch. I will be highlighting his merch in some of the future interviews, man. But listen, if you out here in Miami, Florida area, or wherever you may be, and you support the podcast, man, and you want your merch highlight, man, y'all get at me in the inbox, man. We gonna change addresses. You get it to me, and I'm gonna blow you on up, man. Y'all check that gear out, man. Gator ain't playing with it, man. So listen, also, man, for those of y'all that been supporting the platform, all in the comments and inboxing OG and got us being one of the fastest growing podcasts out there, man, shout out to y'all, man. If y'all want to support what they do, because y'all know we a non-profit organization, y'all we taking all donations, man, small, bigs, because we trying to do a lot of good things for the kids in the community, right? So listen, man, today, like I've been telling y'all, man, we on a wave of trying to make Miami great again, Florida great again, and what is Miami, man, without all the 12 tribes, you know what I mean? We got our Negroes, Chicos, and our Zoes, man, you know what I'm saying? We got all of them down here, and today we gonna reach out to our Spanish side, man. I know y'all seen that Scarface movie, and we all cheered for it, so shout out to our Chicos, man. I got one in the building today. That boy, Johnny Chigos, you know what I'm saying? He in the building, and I'm finna bring him on in, man, and let y'all see what he got going on. What's up, Chico? What's happening? K-O-La, what they do? Man, thanks for blessing the platform. Have a seat, man. I ain't finna waste your time, man. I know how busy man you is, man. So, I know when people looking, they like, damn, boy, Chico done came up there with the shirt off game, and you looking good too, you know what I'm saying, if I add myself, right? So before we even get into the questionnaire, tell us about these tattoos, man, what the meanings behind them, and what's going on with this?
So I got a lot of stuff, most of it is older, right? The ones on my hands, I got honor and loyalty, because that's the first thing. If I shake your hand, I want you to know the way I move. These are the most important things to me. You feel me? Certain shit people be focusing on, that shit don't make you no real person. This will make you real. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I like to focus on that. But of course I got the city on my back.
What the city on the back? What that say?
Say made and date on my back, man. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for Miami. Miami, like you said, Miami is a cultural melting pot. This is the only place in the world where we don't see color, we don't see who you are. All we care about is we all trying to get the same thing, make it happen. If you making it happen and you can stand on your own 2 feet and you stand on business, that's what it is here. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere else, they tolerate you. They let you be here. You can be on this block at this time, but don't come over here at this time. We ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? We got, like you said, you got Chicos, Zoes, Jamaicans, Peruvians, whatever it is, we all live together on the same block. Don't nobody see that shit. Don't nobody care where you from. We care where you at. You know what I'm saying? That's what make Miami.
So I see that one there. I see you all on the neck.
Oh yeah, my neck. These are the ones. These right here. This is the most important one to me. I got this. The angel. You know, when they used to have an old cartoon, angel on this side, demon on this side. They'd be whispering in your ear. So my angel crept over here. He got the demon. He put his hand on his mouth and cut his throat, so that way he can't whisper in my ear no more. All I could hear is God. That was my choice to move.
Powerful.
That's
Shout out to that, man. All y'all getting that ink on you, man. Make sure it makes some sense. Make sure it makes sense. So, man, listen, man. So I'm gonna let the people know how me and you came about. You connect that. Facts, we both been in the feds. We both been locked down. But I actually didn't do time with you. But I was doing my thing on social media, you know, with the hollering at the youth. And we connected. We know some of the same people.
Yeah.
And I seen, what y'all don't know. Bro, been doing a lot of videos, motivational speaking. He always just putting out good content. And I'm always liking your content. One of the ones that stuck out to me the other day that you put out, you was talking about the pressure. You know, my book named Pressure.
Yeah.
And you was talking about, what was the post about?
So it's about, they got a couple sayings. Pressure makes diamonds, or pressure busts pipes. So depending on what you want to do and how you focus on that pressure and let it affect you, you could use it to push you down to the ground so that way you can't move. or you can use it as momentum to get you where you want to get at.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
all about focusing and looking at everything you got going on in the moment and moving with gratitude and responsibility, right? So when you're grateful for everything God put in front of you, you can see all the blessings and all the abundance that's there and all the opportunities, right? When you coming from a place of being a victim, then all you doing is blaming and you not looking at solutions, you not seeing what's around you, you just looking at your excuse for why you stay where you at. So, like, not to speak down on it, but I stayed in a place of blame my whole life. That's what ended me up. I've been in and out the system my whole life because I want to blame my circumstances. Oh, I ain't had no money, I ain't had no choice, so I had to move this way. But as we know, if you could get to any level of success, you apply that same shit to whatever else it is, you're gonna succeed. It's just about actually putting in effort, making action, and not giving up. Same thing with the trap. You ain't get out there and all of a sudden blow the fuck up and you got everything locked down. You started out running out there fucking chasing, running up to the fucking car windows, had to be the fastest one to get there, had to get back and forth, had to not get robbed, had to not get whatever the fuck until you eventually get to where you're going. But we see that and we'll put that time in without even thinking about it. But now to put it into something that's actually going to be, like you said, now we putting these platforms together to give back to the kids and try to teach them something different so we could actually be a voice for them instead of that voice that we had, the one that taught us how to cook hard or how to piss on our hands so that way we ain't leave no gunshot residue when them people come to swipe you. That's what they was teaching us as little kids. Instead of teaching us how to go on sunbiz.org and start our own company. Florida Department of Corporations, how easy it is to go take that and go do that and do what they doing. It's just we ain't getting the guidance. So that's why I'm like he said, I'm grateful for this man right here because we on the same path. We trying to get this message to these kids so that way they know this ain't the only way. Because when you don't see nothing but this is your normal. This is what we, like, you ain't realized your shit was fucked up like that growing up until you start going over it because that's what we lived every day. That's what it was. Okay, this is normal to me. You know what I'm saying? So now we get to see, we can show them what's really normal. And you that it ain't gotta be that.
And you doing just that, man. I see you combine it. That was, when I asked you about the one post, pressure, cause I follow you on a daily. You gave me 2 of the posts, cause the other post, what you just mentioned about taking accountability for your actions. So that was 2 posts in one, man. If y'all don't already know, check this man out for a daily post, man. So I'm gonna get into a little background with you before I even get into the questionnaire, because this is one of the easiest interviews that I done so far because we connect. You know what I mean? And on the same journey, same path. My angel choking out my demons too, and I'm listening to God too. So with that being said, how much time you done and where you done your time at?
So I mean, I don't really glorify this shit, man, but I did 6 years in the feds. They had me all over the place. I did a lot of time in the state. I've been in and out of the system the majority of my life. Luckily for me, I took that time and used it. Not only was I on the rec yard every day, but I was exercising my mind. So that way I stay focused and not get burnt out. Because as you know, you did more time than me. You already know this. They get burnt out fast. Quick. So the fact that you come out with your head on your shoulders, that goes to show how strong you are mentally. Because what a lot of y'all don't know is that shit will break the strongest of the strongest. It don't got nothing to do with who you are. This shit is designed to break you mentally.
Talking about prison.
For sure.
So I noticed on a lot of your videos and your motivational speaking, right? Majority of them is in the gym. Majority of them, as they can see. Cause
that's my therapy. Like I'm there. I go to the gym every day. A lot of times I'm there twice a day because that shit keep me mentally clear, right? Or else I'll fall victim to my own negative self-talk, and I might walk around. I might fuck around and catch a charge that day because I'm carrying my own demons still. Just because you choose to walk down this path and you become enlightened, when you've been a certain way your whole life, like you're programmed, your mind is programmed to react a certain way. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
so I know exactly what you're talking about. So that's what I'm trying to say. I prepared some questions, But man, it's like I'm talking to myself, man, because just like you say, I go to the gym. It's like if I miss the gym, like it's part of me missing. It's like being locked up like me and you have most of our life. It like we became some form of institutionalization set in.
Yeah.
But like I tell a lot of young guys that I talk to that's coming home from prison, there's some of those institutional habits, good habits that we picked up for as the working out, the reading, discipline. You know what I'm saying?
All the discipline,
the discipline,
right.
you know what I mean? Even those of us that get into a certain type of religion or a spiritual growth, all those things you keep with you.
Right.
Don't, cause there's a lot of people that's free that's locked up.
Right.
You could agree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand clearly what you're saying. I'm gonna get to a few of these questions, but like I said, man, I knew that I didn't really have to prepare for this interview, man, because we so like-minded and our story's so similar. That's what made us connect online.
I told her the same thing. When she was like, damn, you want to go over anything you got to go over before? I said, man, I don't really need to go over anything. I already know this going to be something. God put us in alignment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a saying that my homeboy tells me all the time, the path enlightens as you walk down it, right? So as soon as you start taking the steps to walk in light with God, he put everything in front of you. It's right, it's literally, he does it all for you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to move with it. You got to take that energy and go that way. You know what I'm saying? If you resist it, you're going to be sorry. But if you move with the energy, he puts it all right here in front of you. He, like you said, we don't know each other from a can of paint. Right. There's how many millions of people on social media, but yet we connected. He found us. He put us in play.
Right.
I seen you on there with the homie Mad. Shout out, what the homie good. You know
Shout out to Mad, man.
But like, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck I'm supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? You happen to run in, you know what I'm saying? He ain't a social media cat like that.
No, man,
you know
definitely ain't gonna get on social media.
So like, you happen to have, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all divine intervention.
That's all. But and then another thing that I want to make clear, the reason I reached out to you, I want Miami to know, I want Florida to know that we are not just no black or it's something to do with color. Like we said at the beginning, I want our little young brown brothers and Latino brothers to know that, man, it's some OGs that's coming home that want to see y'all live, man, want to see y'all prosper, don't want to see y'all spending as much time as me and you done. So I was like, we got to do this, man. You heard the G call, you were like, man, OG, man, whatever I could do, and you pulled up, man. So I just want to extend that thank again, right? And I'm gonna get into some of the things that I prepared for you, right, in the questionnaire. Define success. What was the ultimate definition of a top tier lifestyle? Top tier lifestyle. I know that's something you're dealing with, and how does it differ from traditional ideas of success?
So a top tier lifestyle means that, at least to me, means that all of your life is balanced, right? Everything that you got going on, because it's easy to be like successful financially or to get yourself in physical shape or whatever it is, but those things don't exactly mean everything, right? Finance, like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you money don't mean everything, because I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, money means everything. Fuck what you say. Money means everything. The root of all evil is money, right? So that's our personal relationship with it, right? But you can't live without it. So like, anybody that's trying to tell you something otherwise and whatever the fuck, it's a tool. So like,
it's definitely
that's like saying you don't need a fucking hammer to go build that shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know, but basically what it is for me is your family, your spirituality, your mentality, your mindset, physically, financially, everything is all in alignment, right?
Right.
Because when you're showing up with your full potential, you ain't gonna just do it part of the way. You don't go and make salat because you gonna just only pray but not live by the fundamentals of what you teach. So that's your lifestyle.
That's my lifestyle.
So everything that you're doing is gonna show up a certain way because you move that way.
And that's what makes it top tier.
Right. It means that you gonna show up with your full potential, your top tier. It ain't, oh, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, because you already got it in you. God makes us in his likeness. God makes us in his likeness. It says it in every religious text you got, right? No matter what you believe, who it is you pray to, they all say that. So if you don't believe that you can make it happen and then you got it in you, you're stopping yourself. The only thing stopping you is you. God told you, you could do what I could do.
So my next question to you, right? Since you smart like me and you both. I knew when it happened for me. You've been going in and out of jail, boys' school, whatever, juvenile hall, whatever, been locked the most of your life. When did that moment come to you like, hey man, I don't want to keep doing this. I want to go in another direction.
So I'm sure you know, I've been doing this at least that way since back when you used to go to the detention center and that shit was not on a computer. They'd come and hit your shit with the ink.
Yeah.
You go in, I could tell them I was you.
Right.
And I'm gonna go do them 21 days, and then once it's up, they're gonna let me go, and I ain't have to show up ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've been doing this
when
shit.
When the Alias name game was popping.
Right. Since like I said, before they had computerized fingerprints.
If y'all know, he talking about when they were printing.
And then you had to get the little Gojo and get your hands clean, and it be all in the.
Everything programming now.
But so to be honest with you, I got out. I got right back to the same shit because, like I said, I ain't know nothing else. So I fell right back into the same behaviors, right? One day I come home, my daughter, she said, Daddy, what'd you do today? I lied to her. I walked away, I said, damn, I just lied to the people I love. I don't lie to nobody, and here I am. I'm moving in a way I gotta lie to the people I love the most. Yeah. So if I can't tell the people I love the most what I did today, I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
And I started making different moves. Right.
So that happened after you came home from prison.
Yeah, recently.
Mine happened in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had that moment, like in my book, Federal Pressure, I speak about it. I had that moment when I went to that federal level.
Yeah.
Because we know the feds is a different level, a different kind of pressure. Back to your back to the post that I was talking about. It could have bust me or it could have made a diamond. And I'm hoping that I'm a jewel to the community and dropping jewels to the young people. So I feel like I'm a diamond now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm on that top tier lifestyle that you confess. So what stirred you into becoming a life coach? Like I see that under your up under your thing on TikTok, on all your social media platforms.
I actually was drug into that kicking and screaming. It was not like at first I struggled with the idea of it because I come from a certain, but the way I was brought up and the teachings and the mindset that comes from being raised inside institutions from an early age puts you you have a certain perception of life, right? That ain't exactly real, but it's your perception, so to you it's real, right?
Right.
So it take a long time before you actually sometimes can see what the truth is.
Your purpose.
Because it's like having them glasses on, but they tinted, so you seeing everything through this, but it ain't when you take them off.
You can see
all
clearly.
Of a sudden, yeah.
So so what I'm getting at, and I know what you're getting to, because a lot of guys that's come from the street life don't do the social media game.
Nah.
Like we just spoke about our homeboy Mad.
Yeah.
You can't get mad to realize. I get him to do a few things, but to sit down and do what me and you do on a daily basis. So doing what you do, like the motivational speaking, the post.
So anyway, so like you said, what made me want to do it is when you go through all these experiences, right, and you grow from it, now I could give that shit to the kids, and hopefully, even if just one of y'all hear something from me and they can do something differently and learn from what I went through, so that way they ain't got to go through all the shit that I went through to get to where I am now, because I'm far from slow, right?
Right.
Clearly. There's a lot, I'm capable of anything, I know that, just like all of us are. Had I known this and started tapping into my potential when I was young, who knows where the fuck I'd be at?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like we didn't have that chance. So if we could help one of these youth fast forward past that, and they might be the one that's changed the world. We don't know who the fuck they are. But if we ain't giving them the guidance, then they're gonna keep being the ones you complain. You're like, oh damn, these young as up. What the fuck they doing nowadays? But what are you doing to help them do something different? Except cry about it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing but putting up a roadblock for them.
And I can relate to that, man, because when I was in the joint, I was like in my book, Federal Pressure, and I keep going to the book. I know y'all gonna get me on that, but I keep going to it. And most time when people come on from prison, it was a wave, these prison stories. and it seemed like we glorifying prison, and they was glorifying prison. So when I was writing my books, I didn't want it to come off like I was bragging about my street life activity. So I would be talking to the young cats in prison, helping to get the GED. That you're gonna find out I was helping dudes get their GED, and that's when I found my niche to being a mentor or the young guys looking up to me as OG and whatever. So what I'm trying to get to now is, did you hear like guys telling you like, oh, them young cats ain't gonna listen to you, and they you ain't gonna be no service like they said. But I had the same thought that you had. Like if just one, then I feel like it was worth it.
Oh, shout out to my baby mama for telling me, you ain't gonna be a successful coach. You should go back to selling dope because you're wasting your time.
Damn.
So that right there, like, I use that as fuel all the time. I think about that. That like those people that like don't want to see you win, when you actually like, my win means everybody else win. I don't got to do this shit, right?
Right.
I'm doing this because I want to see the world do something, came from what I figured out too. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what this shit is. I've been there. I've been in the dark. I sat in the dark struggling, going through life that way for most of it until somebody fucking flipped the switch on for me. So now I know how to flip on the switch. If I'm not doing it for everybody else, I'm doing a disservice. You know,
when me and you was coming up, like, I guess I can speak. You see, you got the gray, I got the gray. You know, we was coming up in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
I was born 1980, but you probably...
My bad. But, you know, we were coming up 80s, 90s, early 90s, you know what I mean? There wasn't a big social media presence then.
Right,
So we only thing we can look at is our hood, you know, like the guys, and like you say, we were trained a different kind of way.
Yeah.
So I said that to make a point to the fact that what you could be doing, you ain't gotta do this. And we doing this. And when I put my videos out, I often tell the young guys, especially my young guys that's still in the streets, that's still thinking that they could win. It's hard to tell a young cat, hey, you from making $10,000, $15,000 a day to, hey man, get you a trade, man, that you ain't gonna win with that. Ain't no more BMF runs. So hear me out. It's hard to tell a young guy that when he's getting that money in the element. So I often warn them.
Yeah.
Because you said about being in a dark place. I often warn them, like, hey, you ain't gotta listen. You ain't gotta listen to me and Chico. We be taking our time out. I promise you, when you on them 23 and ones, sometimes 24 and none.
Right.
You know, when you knocking on the door, you know what I mean? Or you see us yell out in the park, hey, do anybody want to clean my office station? And you the real hustler baller. You say, yeah, just so you can get out the cell. Right. Don't mind cleaning a CO office station like a maid. When you doing that and don't have no problem with doing that, you gonna ask yourself, why didn't I just get a trade or a job? Because I'm in here begging to do something that I'm not even getting paid for.
Right.
And then another thing that's gonna haunt you is this actual interview. If you're a young cat and you listening to this interview and you not taking heed and I be getting a different kind, because I tell them, I say, bruh, if you're blessed enough to go to prison.
Right, and now if you make it,
because the alternative is.
Right.
Right. So I'm saying, so if you blessed enough to go to prison, meaning God giving you another chance.
Right.
Right. You're going to often lay in that cell and your biggest battle is going to be these interviews that you ignored.
You ain't going to miss nothing. What you going to be thinking about in that cell, you ain't going to be thinking about that car, you ain't going to be thinking about that money, you ain't going to be thinking about what clothes you wearing, you're going to be thinking about them people that you miss. You're going to be thinking about your loved ones and that you can't do shit for them. So remember that. When you sitting there and you talking about, I got to do this for my old girl, I got to do this for my babies, do the math. That run you're going to have going to be a couple years. You're going to tell you 20-year bid working for Unicor, add that money up and see how much you would have made if you went to work for 20 years with a trade. Add your dope money, all that shit, and then add it up and divide that shit over 20 years. Do the math. See how much you made a year.
That sounds like math to me. Do the math.
And that maths.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That's real math. That's solid. You ain't gotta be fucking, don't matter who you are, you can figure that out. The money don't add up.
What's some of the things, and this is like the question of the hour I ask everybody, man, like what you, other than the fact that, you know, you doing it because it's the right thing to do, we just said we need money. You know what I mean? We need success, right? I know you're not just moving out
So
here
I'll
pro
tell
bono.
you. I'll tell you. So again,
what's the plan? What's the plan behind?
So how it works?
All the projects you got going on.
I mean, as far as the coaching goes, the way that goes, man, I got 3 different levels. Basically, you know, there's how much time we gonna spend together, and how fast we gonna get you to win is what it comes down to. Because at the end of the day, you gonna win. It's because it's in you. And it's impossible for you not to see that, like it just don't happen. Everybody wins.
So you got a business side to the life coach.
This is a problem, right? People who pay attention. You already know. So you can go and you can give all the game in the world, but not that it goes in one ear and out the other, but when you giving people free game, they don't take it as value all the time.
Right.
Not everybody, but they don't take it as value all the time. But when you commit, right, and you pay for something, you bust your ass for that money.
Yeah.
You're going to show up now. Right. That's going to make you show up. You're going to do everything I'm telling you to do because you paid for this.
Right.
So it's like you don't want to give me money and not get nothing for it. Right. So you're going to take action, right?
So what set your life coaching apart from those that still, there's a lot of people in, not so much a lot of people, there's a lot of people claiming to be life coaches.
There's a lot of people out there doing coaching, right? And what it comes down to is
results.
One is results. That's the main thing. It's like you can clearly see results. If you see my social media, like everything I don't be out there trying to stunt on nobody, but I be spending time with my family because that's what's important. Like you gonna see, I'm heavily involved in my kids' lives. I'm heavily involved in my own personal development, and I know what this shit feels like, and I know what that feels like, and don't nobody want to live stuck, man, because that shit is it's like it's like torture. You wake up every day, survival, just trying to make it to the end of the day, just trying to get past it. And it's like, okay, I made it. I don't really have no goal for tomorrow. It's just to make it to the next day.
Give me the package. Give me the package though. Like what I'm getting. If I came to you for the service, what all I'm getting for the service?
The entry level for $125. It's $125 a month. Is you get like a group call. You get. She got all the information for real, man. Can I get it on I'm gonna get my phone. I should have been better on that, but
no problem. He's taking a step off, getting together.
I want to be specific and let y'all know exactly what it is.
Right. Let them know they checking you out right now.
So for one, you can reach me on all social media platforms. It's Jaymes Jaymes Chigos. I'm on IG. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. But as far as the coaching goes,
can't live without that phone, y'all. Yeah, y'all know how it is, man. Everything that's a little computer, man. I understand what you're going through.
So the entry level program is we got a bi-weekly call. We got a bonus course that we're gonna let you get a little access to. You get access to the community, which is like-minded people. That's another thing. So that's how I met my partner with this. Like when you get into a community of people that everybody has the same goal, right, and everybody is morally aligned, like how me and you feel.
Right.
I'm in a community of people where there's hundreds of people involved that are all from all different types of walk of life, but we all got the same goals, right? So that shit helps you get wherever you're trying to get, because you're gonna see everybody else winning because they're taking action. And that's the only thing that's separating you from them, is that action, you doing it, right? So that community makes a big difference. So then we got the next level is 12 weeks. We do onboarding custom welcome, where we're gonna go over what you need. You get a weekly coaching call, you get course, you get workbook, you get the community stuff. We're gonna be doing a monthly couple-hour course where everybody can come in person and sit together, and we'll do some personal development stuff, like the thing I told you about. Yeah. So we do some other stuff too in our community. It's like we're heavily on personal development. But that program right there is 12 weeks, $6K. Then top
So that's
ticket.
a year. You say 12
weeks for 6K.
Okay.
Right. Then for 15K, 6 months, twice weekly calls. We got multiple courses, workbooks, 2-day event. You'd be surprised how much, like, this stuff really, like, it sound like at first, like, for me, like, because, like, you get, and you're going to probably want to tap into this at some point, too.
Oh, you already know. I'm interested in being in the room for the people that's getting to it.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the whole key is proximity, right? So, like, if you already know, if I'm around everybody that's getting money, I'm going to get money.
Facts.
If I'm around everybody that's sitting there doing nothing and being stagnant and complaining about life, that's what you're going to be doing.
That's the core of the message right there.
Right. So
I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be with the people that's smarter than me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it. Yeah. I get it. I just wanted you to let them know because they going to be like the platform going, they going to know.
So yeah, the key is, man, like, I'm going to get you to take action. Like, we're going to make it happen. We're going to win. That's it. Like, we don't, as you know, we don't lay down for nothing. Like, everybody falls. So you want to lay in the mud and sit there and cry about it, or you going to get up and brush yourself off and get with somebody who can help you get down the path where there ain't no mud? Right. Shit happens. We go through it. So what? Now what is the question? Now what?
What you do today, right?
That's it. So we're in control of it. Everything, whatever it is, whatever you choose to feel, like right now, right? We could sit here and we could feel depressed and feel like we lost out and held back about all the things that we went through, right?
Right.
Or we could be grateful, like you said, that God gave us a second chance. God tucked us away and kept us safe, got our mind right, got our body right, preserved us so that when we out here giving this message, because we could be dead.
Right.
I can't even count how many of my homeboys are dead.
So before you up here on the stage, though, you peeled off, you flexing. You know what I mean? You're offering up all this advice about I guess for as business wise, getting to the bag. I know they're gonna want to know at your age how you stay in the gym. Is you offering personal training into the package?
I mean, it's all that's included. Like, I mean, I'm not a personal trainer. Will I help you accomplish all your fitness goals? Absolutely. Will I come? Do I welcome anybody to come with me and come to the gym with me? Absolutely. Honestly, y'all know where I'm at. I'm at Redcon every day. I got guest privileges. If somebody want to come hit me up. We come. I'll bring you with me. It ain't even about that. Like, I love that. You know how that go. We trying to. When the car is motivated, you're gonna have an amazing workout.
So what you more into the iron or the calisthenics or cross training?
I do it. I do strength training, heavy strength training with weights and stuff. I love calisthenics. I love plyometrics. I love burpees. I like to keep that stuff that's my foundation. I ain't get strong for no weights.
One thing about them Chigos, they love them burpees, man. Y'all love them burpees.
Dips, you know what I'm saying? Right, but them burpees, when you master that, my wind is on. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'll be in there working out with these top tier bodybuilders, and they huffing and puffing.
Who invented the burpee game though? Like, I used to see a lot of, like, when we was in the joint, the Spanish boy,
I think
West Coast,
Mexicans
where was
on the
it?
West Coast. I'm pretty sure that's who I know it from.
I want y'all to fact check in the comment, man. Let me know who started the burpee game. Cause me, for one, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't a fan of the burpee, right? Listen to me.
Yeah.
Because I was just more so, if I'm gonna do abs, I'm gonna do abs. If I'm gonna do, push-ups and calisthenics, I'm gonna do calisthenics.
Okay, I don't do them. I don't do them burpees. The ones where they do all that extra shit.
Yeah, man, that's what they be doing. They go to side.
No. I'm up and down in the air.
I was in the Navy SEAL game now. The Navy SEAls, like the Navy SEAls out the 1 to 2 to hit, because it can fit the core. But when they start doing, I'm saying dudes throw their head.
I like that. I'm up in the air.
Jump burpee.
Yeah, that jump burpee shit. That's
shit. I ain't taking nothing from it. I'm not discrediting it.
That's smoke right there.
It's smoke.
And you already know. That's why people don't like it.
That's why I don't like it, boy. It's smoke. It's smoke. If y'all don't know what we talking about, man, it's some chain gang, prison. But y'all know what burpees is, man. It ain't nothing to play with.
Made me strong. The plyo, the hand claps and push-ups, all that shit. Heavy pull-up game. I love pull-ups. That's my
man,
strong
but one thing I can say, I never rocked with, the Serenos or the I know some good Northaniels that was cool. I know, but no,
So
I'm not getting into. I mean, we can talk. I don't want to turn it into no divisional type thing. But the point I'm trying to make is, I respect their discipline.
Yeah.
Them boys had, regardless you like somebody or not, them boys
they
had.
be on the bed at
No, they had mandatory. They had mandatory
workout. They literally had a mat rolled up, even in the shoe. They had their mat rolled up. They can't even be. They do roll call in the shoe.
In the shoe, roll call you on the dope, man. So I'm on some. We could be enemies, and I can still respect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know what you own. I know you don't like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate the snakes that try to sizzle and be up around you and really hold that losity against you or that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it never no disrespect, because they knew who they were, we knew who we was.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when you go on my book, Federal Pressure, you'll see, man, I got hit up 8 times by Serenos, by standing up from the homeboys. And man, Texas Correction, one of the biggest riots was about me, because I stood up against the Serenos, because you know how they like to claim everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's no secret. You know what I mean? But like the Northaniels, I was on their yard. They're a little more. They got blacks and stuff in their ranks and stuff.
Like I said,
you know what I mean? So it wasn't like you felt no hate about them. You understood their culture, but you didn't feel no hate. Yeah. Like just a hate of me, like me just necessarily just hate my Latino brothers. Or I never had that type of I'm not a racist. Never had that.
Yeah, me either.
Don't promote that.
I don't respect that shit.
You know what I'm saying? A man is a man. You know what I mean? As long as you on some man time.
Right.
Regardless of what race you is, when it came to me.
I judge you by your actions.
But like Martin Luther King say, by the content of your character.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what we doing today here, man. We trying to show that Miami is just not, especially what they do podcast. We for the kids, we for the culture, we for not have to go live around that type of tension that we talk about. We not getting excited about prison or anything like that. We want to really make prisons be empty. Knowing that that's not gonna really happen.
It's a
good hope.
Not to get political, but the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, a lot of people don't read it.
Right.
Y'all don't read it. It doesn't abolish, it may technically abolish slavery, but if you keep reading, it says that if you are a prisoner, then they can use you as a slave. So it's literally in the Constitution that they told you, we gonna make you a slave. So you playing their game. You're doing exactly what they want. This is set up for you to get arrested so that way you can be a slave. Just so you know.
Fact.
Read it. 13th Amendment to the Constitution.
Hey, James, man, listen, man. Like, you was a blessing. Like I said, man, I knew we was going. I hope they enjoying the content, man. I know they is, because, God got his hand on both of us, man. We stand on that side now. We out here.
Right.
I want to just tell you, continue to do the great work that I see you doing on social media and in the world in general, man.
You too, brother. Don't like the fact that like I said, like you honestly, you helped me because I saw your platform and I see you getting out there and putting yourself and being comfortable on social media, and it really helped me step out of my shell, because before that, like I said, I gotta like.
Man, I did see your videos start picking up more too, man.
Yeah, for real. I ain't gonna lie. Like I seen you. You won. I think you was out. You was like a Juma or something. And I seen something, and I was like, damn, man. And I got a lot of respect for that, because like I told you before, like a lot of us don't want to be on camera, man. Like when you lived a certain way your whole life, like there's a real fear of the camera. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna say I saw me do or whatever. Who the fuck see me, remember me? I look, you gonna remember me. So please don't call Crime Stoppers on me. I'm a new person. I don't mean no problem.
We send all love, man.
It's all love. We moving with God now.
All right, moving with God.
Me and the homie trying to get some positivity, and just get it out there, and just help do our part, man.
One more time before you go. Let them know all your platforms. Let them know what all you got and how they can find you, man.
Jaymes Chigos. Jaymes Chigos. It's my government name. Feel free to look me up. You can go check me out on Pacer if you want to. Whatever it is. Like I said, I don't glorify none of that. But I stand on business. I stand on everything I do. It's all love. I'm just trying to push this so that way we can get some honor and some love and some light out to the world, man. Y'all, much love. Be safe, man. Hit me.
Hey man, if at the beginning of the video, if I called him other than Jaymes Chigos, but you know, I just know him by Chico, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know I did it right.
We still get used to using government names.
I don't do the government name, but he had to plug the government name in. You know what I'm saying? I know him by Chico. You know what I'm saying? And but we gotta plug that in.
We know who it is. Yeah.
You know what it is. So it is what it is. I know I get criticized, and you know, like I step out my zone.
Hey, y'all quick to judge.
Right.
It ain't that easy to get up on this motherfucking camera like this and come do what you do. You gonna get up here and be like.
Right.
Don't judge nobody if you ain't on here.
It ain't scripted, man. Shout out to Blockhouse, my homeboy, once again. If you got some merch, you got something that you need to blow up on the platform, y'all step in, man. Y'all holler at the OG. Also remember, we taking small or big, whatever donation you want to do to the podcast, man, for as, you know, with our nonprofit to help get back to the kids. Tap in. Y'all know where the book's at. All of it be in the link, man. Thanks for coming out.
Like my man said, nonprofit, man, this is like, not everybody can get on the camera. Not everybody can do what he's doing. But what y'all can do is donate to the cause so that way he can continue to keep doing what he's doing and get some outreach and go save some lives, man. Y'all ain't got it like you could take part. It's real easy. Hit him up, man. Much love. Appreciate you having me out here,
man. All day. Florida, what they do. Chigos, what's happening?